tears of Alesia. The final episode, A Love Beyond Pain. She wanted to take her life immediately. That meant she had no option but to escape from the hospital. Suddenly, the thought of Oscar came into her mind. How could he act so kind after knowing that I was pregnant and even HIV positive? She kept asking herself. He deserves an explanation, and I won't be alive to give it. She took a sheet of paper and wrote about how she had been gang raped. She thanked Oscar for coming into her life and appreciated the love he had shown her. At the end of the note, she wrote, "I wish I could stay alive long enough to learn how to love you." After writing the note, she quietly left the hospital without anyone noticing. She went straight home, to the exact place where her mother had hanged herself. Shortly after she left, Oscar returned and found her bed empty, the test results lying on the floor, and a note on the bed. He immediately realized the mistake he had made by leaving the test results behind. He picked up the note and read everything. Alesia's final words gave him a clue that she was planning to commit suicide. He searched around the hospital desperately but could not find her anywhere. He decided to rush to her house. He ran toward his car but could not find where he had placed the keys. Without wasting another second, he began running as fast as his legs could carry him toward Alesia's house. Meanwhile, Alesia had prepared a rope and tied it to the ceiling. She stood on a table for support and placed the rope around her neck. Looking upward, weeping bitterly, she began to pray. God, you have a purpose for everyone, but I guess this is mine, to suffer, with happiness always my enemy. I can't take it anymore. Forgive me for all my sins and protect Oscar, a man who loves me. He is a good man. His heart is pure, and his love is genuine. But I don't deserve him. I am ending my life and all these torments here and now. I pray for forgiveness. Let my poor soul rest in peace. She kicked the table beneath her, leaving herself without support. The rope tightened around her neck. Alesia felt death drawing closer. She was moments away from her last breath when Oscar burst into the room. He quickly grabbed her by the waist to support her weight. "Alesia, please don't do this. Please." Oscar cried, tears streaming down his face. She looked into his eyes and felt how much she meant to him. She couldn't understand it. "Oscar. Why? Why do you care so much about me? I don't understand you," she cried uncontrollably. The moment was deeply emotional. Oscar climbed onto the table and stood directly in front of her. "You touched my heart with your love. Do you want to know the pain I would feel if you were gone? Then let me be the first to die. Watch me do it so you can follow later." He removed the rope from her neck and placed it around his own. He gently pushed her off the table and kicked it away from beneath his feet. "No. No, Oscar, you can't do this to me. You can't." Alesia screamed for help. Fortunately, a neighbor heard her cries and rushed inside to help. Together, they saved Oscar from taking his life to prove his love for Alesia. "Oscar, why did you do that? I almost lost you," Alesia cried. "I love you so much that I can lay down my life for you," Oscar replied. At that moment, Alesia truly fell in love with him. "Please, don't ever do that again," she said before giving him a passionate kiss. Stephen, the man who had rushed in to help save Oscar, stood motionless, shocked by what he had witnessed. So men like this really exist in this modern world? He wondered silently as he began heading home. "See you guys later," he said before leaving. They thanked him as he walked away. "You are my hope. You are my life. I'm sorry for putting you through all this," Alesia said as tears filled their eyes. They both sat on the floor, holding each other's hands. "I want to be with you and make you happy," Oscar said softly. "I truly love you. Oscar, I don't know why I needed to see this sacrifice before falling in love with you. I love you too. But I am sick. I am HIV positive," she confessed. Oscar gently placed his finger on her lips. "People get sick. The fact that we may not be intimate doesn't mean we cannot be together. You will be my wife. We will grow old together. I will take care of you and make you happy." He took out the ring he had kept in his pocket and knelt before her. "Alesia, will you marry me? No, Alesia replied. The look on his face changed instantly. His heart broke once again. But she smiled gently. She believed she should be the one to ask him, considering the sacrifice he was willing to make because of her condition. She took the ring from him and knelt before him. Oscar, I love you. This isn't right. I should be the one asking you to be with me. Will you accept me as your wife? He was deeply moved. Yes. Yes, my love, he answered. Then please take this ring and place it on my finger, she said. He placed the ring on her finger, held her hands, and they embraced with joyful smiles. 2 years after their marriage, Alesia tested HIV negative, and they were blessed with a son and a daughter. This brings us to the end of the story.